All right, here we go. So, we'll start off just real quickly by going through, how you actually export a PDF from here and then turn that in, and then we'll move into the small like micro assignment that we're doing today. But basically, you guys need to know that with Illustrator, these artboards that you've created, they're essentially the same thing as sheets, right? So if you're used to AutoCAD or Revit or anything like that, you have your sheet view. That's what this is. But you can work directly on it. So when you go to File and Print, you have a couple options. Adobe programs, oftentimes you can just save as, and it'll save directly to a PDF or JPEG format. It's easier in Photoshop because Photoshop is just one image that you're working on at any particular time. You can theoretically do that here, and then when you hit save, it'll ask you for some settings and stuff, and you can do all artboards or whatever. Generally speaking, I like to do print to PDF instead. So when you do that, you switch your printer to Adobe PDF. And in general here, it's a little not clear, but it says all or range. And notice how when I click on range, it says range 1 to 2. That's because if you click down here, right, you can switch from one to the other. Okay, but anyway, we're going to do all, but I think the important part that we need to set up here is the custom. There we go. Yeah, although I forget what size we are here. I need to go back and figure out what our size was. Document setup.
Custom is grayed out for me.
Really? Okay, we'll have to check into that. So this is points. We have 1080 by 1080. That's our point size. So anyway, back into print. I'll figure out why yours is blocked off, but maybe ensure that you're on Adobe PDF. And when you go to custom here, we're going to do that 1080 by 1080. That looks good. Typically, I want to throw this out as a general best practice for most applications in the field of architecture and basically any kind of creative field. You almost always want to not scale or custom scale to 100% or something like that. Generally, if you do fit to page, it'll account for the margins on the page or something weird like that, and it'll actually shrink the image down. So in almost all cases, either do not scale or do a custom scale to whatever scale you're actually trying to print it. So anyway, we'll leave it at do not scale, and then you just hit print, and it'll process, and I'm going to put it in my drive. Actually, I'll just put it in the class drive, I guess. CAD Lab 221 graphic conceptualization, and I'll call this Kevin Grenling conceptualization board. That's happening. Arco tray stopped working. I don't know what that means. So let's see if it actually saved. It didn't open, and so I don't think it actually saved. I think it crashed on me. Oh, there it goes. It opened. Okay, we have the crappy version of Adobe PDF, which will open up like 4 or 5 dialog boxes when you open it up. And this is what you get at the end of it. You get a PDF, and if you click on this, you'll have 2 pages. See? Up there. Okay, dialog box number 6. All right. Okay. So that's really it. And then I want you to save that file under, obviously, our class folder, assignment 10, graphic conceptualization, and I'll call this drop folder. Let me rename this. I'll take care of that later. Just put your PDF in there. That's all you really need. And for some reason, it won't let me because that's open. There you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, just like that. That's it. Still gray?
No, it works.
Okay. Was it because you didn't have it set to Adobe PDF? Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. Cool. So spend a few minutes getting that together, and then I'll gear us up for the micro assignment we're doing today.